Welcome back to the Crochet Credos. That's my friends at yarnspirations.com. This is a spiral baby blanket. What we have here is that you'll see in the white here, those are raised up because the row after it or the round after it is using the back bar of a double crochet. It's not always easy to access, especially when you're coming out of a corner into the first one. However, all the rest of them are really quite easy to see. And for myself, it was no big deal, but you may struggle a little bit. So you can have an option to do that, or you can go back to the other tutorial where you can do the concept and it's just using the regular stitch work itself instead of doing that. But I think the raised lip is actually what makes this really quite attractive. So what we're going to use today is that if you wanted to do it in Bernat blanket, you just need 3 balls total, so just one of every color. So I think there's blush, there's tan, pink, and then there's vintage white. And you will see that it can spiral around 6 times. So if you look at the white, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you will see that happening. So it's whenever you start the next sequence of coloring after one sequence is done is that when you start using the back bar just of the one round only, and it's really quite easy. So if you don't want to use the back bar, you can still use this tutorial to help you. So I'm just going to be using Red Heart Super Saver on camera with a 5.5mm size eye hook just for demonstration purposes, and I'll show you how to get started and also how to finish as well. So let's begin by creating a slip knot, and I need you to chain a total of 16. So once that's on there, just count to 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So please just do that and put me on hold, get that done, and we'll start our first round using this color. So continuing with this same color, we're gonna come across the chain, we're gonna circle around and come across the bottom of it. And we're only gonna be able to get almost all the way around, but we need to add the other colors in before we go all the way. So I want you to go 4th chain from the hook, so just count it back. So 1, 2, 3, go 4th chain from the hook, and I want you to place in a double crochet. And I use the back hump of the chain because it's easier for me to count my stitches. And I'm just going to double crochet myself all the way until I get to the very last chain. So put me on hold now and just do the double crochet until you get close to the end of the chain. I'm coming close to the end of the chain, and it's the very last chain that I want to worry about, if there is a worry at all. So in the very last chain, what I need you to do to start is to put 2 double crochet into that same chain. So 1 and 2, and just let this whole project kind of flip upside down as you're doing this. So it's going to keep on going. So I need you now to chain 2. That's going to create a corner, and in the same chain this time put in 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We're not done yet. We need to create another corner, so we're going to chain 2. And in the same one, once again, 2 more double crochet. So in all together, there was 2 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet, all into the same last one. So now what I want to do is I want to come across my chain all the way until I get close to the end, and I'm going to start right here. Now, do you see this straggler? Trap it underneath the stitch work so it gets stuck. So start right here and just double crochet now across until you get close to the other side. So put me on pause and I'll see you close to the other side over here in just a moment. So I'm coming close to the other side and I'm looking for the turning chain right here. So I have 1 more to go, and you can let that straggler just fall out to the back of your project. Now at the base of this right here, I need you to put in the following. We're going to start with 2 double crochet, go right into the chain work itself. Don't go into a space, so don't go into this open. Stay within the chain work itself. So we have 1 and 2. And we need to turn a corner. So I'm just going to trim this and get this out of the way, this tail end. So just chain 2, that'll turn the corner. And in the same one here, this time put 3 double crochet into that same spot. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Now you can't go any further because you have to add more color, so pull a large loop, let it sit, and decide your next color yarn and get that ready. And we're gonna start our next revolution starting here, and I'll show you that in a moment. With the new color, create a slip knot. And I want you to join to the top of this chain work right here. This is the top of this stitch. I want you to here. Okay, and we're gonna join it there. Okay, so that's just a slip stitch. So, and then I want you to chain only 2. Okay, usually we chain 3 with double crochet, but I find that the distance of the first attaching plus the other 2 equals the right height. You can go right up over top of your stragglers. So just starting in all of the stitches that you see, I want you to double crochet until you get to the first corner. Okay, so that'll be right over here. So just double crochet there, put me on pause, and I'll be right back. I'm coming close to my first corner. All corners on this blanket will always be the following: 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So not a lot to remember. Okay, so 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then you're gonna keep working yourself across the sides. Okay, so you start with right here, the top of the first double crochet, and so you're gonna have one long side, or sorry, you have a long side and then a short side of your blanket, really. So when you hit the next corner, it's the same thing. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So what I want you to do is that I want you to get yourself to the next corner, and you're gonna notice that the white is gonna run out over here. So I want you to get all the way over there, so 1 double crochet in each, and meet me there in just a moment. So put me on hold. I'm coming up to my next corner, and the white finishes right here. So I wanna finish this corner first. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And I wanna stop. I can't go any, I can go maybe 3 more stitches, but I don't want to. I just wanna hold here, pull a large loop, and get your third color ready, and just turn it back around. So the goal for this, these strands, don't let them get tangled in the background. So make sure that you reposition your balls, because if you start tangling that, it can make your life pretty rough. So let's begin our third and final color. We are going to add our third and final color, and we're gonna add it to the top of the chain 2 right here. Okay, so this is the top of the stitch. I want it right here. And we want to do the same thing that we did before. So top of that chain 2, and we are just going to attach it and then chain 2. So the attaching and the chain 2 gives the height of a regular double crochet. So what I want you to do is that I want you to double crochet yourself around in your corners. You know what to do. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, just apply 1, and I want you to stop right here. So just do that, and I'll be right back when I'm there in a moment. I'm coming around with this coloring, and I need to stop at the final color, or at the final corner, because I can't go any further. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Make sure you do pull up a large loop. As this thing gets bigger and these strands can pull, you just want to make sure there's enough leeway there, so if you do have to pull on it, maybe you're sitting on it or something, you won't pull out all your stitches. So we want to make sure the balls are not tangled, and we want to put our yarn of the white one back onto our hook. And the most critical thing of this whole thing is to make sure that we leave this and we get to here and we start going around. But once we get here though, we're going to start into the back bar of the double crochet, which gives the lift. So it'll be this color here, the final color of your 3, that will have the lift in the blanket. With the other yarn strands out of the way, we need to now get ourselves to this corner right here. So you see the top of this stitch here. This is the top of this chain 2. So to begin, what we have to do is that we have to put in a double crochet right at this connection spot right here. We then have to put another double crochet into the chain work that is part of this one right here. Don't put it into a space, put it into the chain work and it will be a double crochet. The next one will be at the connection spot right here. The next one is approximately right here. It's not at the top one, so just go one down and that'll be one double crochet. Okay, and now the top of this one will be your new corner. And the new corner right here in this chain will be 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So now all the rest of the rounds will always have this side is now being completed because you've just established it. Now here's the thing, you don't want to use the first one here because this is in the way. Do you see how it's on the top of that stitch? So if I put one in here, it's going to cause this edge to ruffle out like this. So I wanted to keep it square. So I want to use the back bar of the stitch work only. So these are the top two strands that equal a stitch, and the third bar, if you turn it towards you, is right here. And you were going to use that third bar as double crochet, and what that will do is it'll turn over the top. So you're not using a back post or a back loop, you're using the back bar. Once you get the first back bar, you're going to clearly see the next one. Do you see it? It's right here. In Bernat Blanket, these are a little bit harder to see, but once you understand where it is, then it's no problem at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna double crochet in that. So I keep going on the back bar. So instead of just looking at it and twisting it, you can keep this project up so that you can access that back bar all the time. Okay, and you will get used to where to feel to put your hook. Okay, so you just kind of jam it in between the back post or the back loop that you see and then the back bar, and then you seem to nail it. So you can only do the back bar on these regular stitches. So in the corners, you don't have to worry about a back bar at all, but in the corners you will have 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet, and then you will continue on the back bar again. Now the one back bar coming out of the corners is always harder to find, and I'm going to show you a little cheating technique in a moment. So I will get there and I'll be right back. So when you get to the corner, so you got the back bar of this one done, you're just going to do your 2 double crochet, just right into the regular stitch, regular corner, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So it's always the first one out that is a little harder to see. So you're going to look at it and turn it over, okay? And you see how it looks a little weird because it's really tight. That's because the corner pulls things to be tighter. So because it's Bernat Blanket, you can easily fudge it to get it in behind. You can just grab any one of the strands if you don't see it and just get the first one out. So I am actually grabbing the right one, but on Bernat Blanket, it can be a little difficult, at least the first one coming out of a corner. This other yarn, not so much. So once you get the first one, do you see it's right here? So just 1, 2, and 3. So it's the third loop, which is considered a back bar. So I want you now to continue then until you get to this corner here, finish off the corner with what you already know, and then I'll be right back in a moment. So just continue to go around in this concept. So if you don't want to use the back bar, just use the regular stitches and you don't have to worry about it. Your call. I'm coming close to the final corner because I can't go any further, and I'm going to finish off this corner with 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So now officially the blanket has done a full revolution on itself. Okay, so we're going to pull a loop, and now I have to go back and I have to pick up this color, and now that I've established this here, all of the stitch work is going to align perfectly. So I'm now going to grab the next color up, and I'm just going to quickly talk about it, and then I'm going to show you some more tips in today's tutorial. So let's get that color ready and let's go for the next round. So using this next color, this has been established now, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out where to put it. You just put it into each stitch. In the corners, then you are just going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and just continue along. So you don't have to worry about skipping a stitch on the way out of this corner. So this was just unique just for this round when you did the white. Now, I want you to do this round, and I want you to do the pink round after that, whatever color that you're going to do. And I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna show you how to finish one of these. So now that you have it established, you can go as big as you need to go and just continue to go around as many times as you want, just continuing to stop and start always on the same corner. So please do this next 2 rounds, and then I'll be back to talk a little bit more. I've officially gone all the way around, so you can see that the pink was the last color started, and so it's the last round. So in this particular sample, the pink will be the final border color. So when you look at the other page that I provided to you, the white was the last color that I added, and then it's the ending. So you can go around as many times as you want. When you restart the white here, in this round, you'll be using the double crochet in the back bar again and just going around, and it will make this layer lift off just like this. When you're ready for the final, here's what I'm going to suggest on being able to finish this. To finish this blanket, say that you're determined that you're happy with it, start ripping out, and I want you to follow the last one right here before the corner. Okay, so let's just follow that straight on up and just kind of just pull it back out. And what I want to do is that I'm going to create a flat edge, and then we take the next color and we pull out to the same position. So this one comes out, okay, and then this one here comes out. And what I want to do is that I want to trim these 2 yarns here, and I want to pull those through, and I want to secure those with a tapestry needle to hide those in. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I want to use the final color, and I'm going to turn the corner here, okay? So I'm going to add an extra 1, a double crochet right into the same one, chain 2, and this time I only want to put 1 single crochet into the corner. Okay, so there was 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and I want to equally space my single crochets until I get to here. Look at the tops of here, see the distance? You want to match the look of the distance. Go directly into chain work or posts. Don't go around a complete post, and you're just going to work your way until you get to that connection spot. Okay, and I want to come right into the connection of the top of this one here. So this is the first stitch. I want to come into the chain work that's right before that. And I want to fold it out and make sure that it's not folding in. If it's folding in, it means that you don't have enough stitches in there and that it's pulling. And if it's ruffling out, it means that you have too many stitches. So this is where you would cut your yarn, and then you can weave in your ends, and therefore you'll have this to look like the rest of the border, and it will give it the look that you're looking at here. And that's how my sample was done. Hopefully you enjoyed, and please leave me a comment and see how you did today. Bye-bye.